Hello!
Hi!
Welcome to another episode of Tiny Drunken Pixie House in your face, attacking from the outside from outer space.
You're doing a lot of Photoshop for this one, aren't you?
Yes, the special effects budget for this episode is ridiculous. We got a grant from the Arts Council and they've bought us about 3.5 hours of using Lucasfilm's editing suites and special effects. They haven't given us any of that.
That would only get you about a second anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
So you missed it, it was just there.
Yeah, it was just there. Did you see the incredible thing that happened just now? Because you missed it. Never mind. Can't rewind it either. The internet doesn't work like that. It's been a while since we put up a video because we have been mildly distracted by the idea that Anna's getting fat!
Yay! Strategically fat.
Would you like to show them, Anna?
Oh dear.
If you just stand up right here. There is a smidget in there! Look, that's a little baby tiny smidget for a tiny house. So, yes, and Bubs is very excited.
Very excited.
And we're having our first smidget.
Our first. Yes, because we plan on so many of them over the tiny house and all.
We're going to fill a tiny house of tiny smidgets running around, building their own tiny houses.
Those are robots.
Oh yeah, I always confuse babies and nanites. So that's our super exciting news, which has kind of slowed us down a little bit, but we're back on track now and we're rocking and rolling. So this video is going to be mostly about the siding that we've started on the side of the house.
It's very exterior siding. Exciting!
And if you missed that joke, don't worry, because you'll hear it 7 or 8 more times during the course of this video. It's Anna's favourite pun. So, let's see how we got on.
So we are preparing to put our first line of exterior siding on the house. But obviously we're building a bit of a rain wall because you want to have a way for airflow to go through and moisture to come out. That way it dries on both sides. And to make sure we don't get critters back there, we put a screen right here. So we just got some allegedly aluminum screening for windows. And it tears really easy. Don't try and cut it, just tear it. And then throw it on up there. We'll make kind of a bobbly thing. And hopefully it'll work.
Bend forward a little bit. There we go, and go. So we've got our siding. We've already set up our rain wall, and we have our super duper reclaimed cedar siding that we got from Craigslist. It had some white paint on, it's primed on the back, which is actually kind of good because it means we don't have to do it. So we just cleaned off the front, so we've got a nice clean cedar look, and we can stain it later on. And then we've sanded down the front, we've trimmed it to length with just a little bit of gap, because obviously we're up in the desert, so the wood's going to expand a little bit, and you want a little bit of room for constriction and expansion in all the wood that you put up, because you don't want it bowing out. We've already put this plate up, which we've made sure is true with our super duper spirit level, and we are going to put a screw through each piece of wood at the strongest part, so just above the lip on the bottom of the cedar siding, and through our little bit of stripping, which is on top of our 4x4s inside the wall. So this is bolted straight into the wall, it's not bolted into the sheathing. We are using exterior Prime Guard Plus screws, because these have like a lifetime guarantee. They're not going to rust out, or the other thing you get with certain coatings is streaking. So when they start to get wet, when they start to react with the wood or the stain, they weep, and you get like a big long like teardrop of black crap that goes down your siding. So we want to get rid of that. So with each one of these, we're going to pre-drill like so. And then it's as simple as screwing it in. There we go. And each piece of siding will hold in the top part. The top part's thinner than the bottom part, and it will push it in like so. so it will kind of snug itself into the wood. And that's how you do siding.
Yay. Okie dokes. So, these things are fantastic. We were hoping to order something completely different when we ordered them. We wanted stabilizing bars so that when you're towing it, the load is stabilized. I guess that's something that we will have to sort out later. But they gave us stabilizing jacks. Pretty handy, kind of a pain in the ass. So, where most tiny houses will get jacks and be able to support from down here, which is handy because you don't have to build around them, we have already mounted jacks that we get to build around. So, our siding was going to make them inoperable. In fact, we've had to completely redesign the house to make sure that these can stay on. Again, pain. So, where, for instance, my sister's house is 6'9" interiorly, we're like 6'7" interior on this end. And then we go big, and then we go super small to accommodate these things again. So it's an interesting design element, but it's a pain in the ass. So here, our siding was going to interrupt the movement because it's very, very close. So Ryan knows that you can use these with a drill thing to operate them up and down. So we'll be removing this handle and doing that. Obviously, the siding would have interrupted it. So we put a nice copper plate behind it, made it a little bit of a pretty thing, and there you are. Crisis. The time for Tetrising and jigsawing and all that fun stuff is upon us. We get to have one slice that is just about 14 feet long that will run from here all the way over here. And it's got to be cut out to accommodate the wheel well. And then our handy bendy this thing. So, we measured it. We sanded it. We really hope it fits. Let's find out if it does. So, was it perfect?
It was not perfect, surprisingly enough. I was amazed. I was shocked and stunned. I had to go and sit down for a minute that something that we'd done, that we'd planned, wasn't perfect. I mean, that just never happens. It happens all the time. Right, well, we've got the siding on over the wheel wells, which, thanks to a router and Arnold's spectacular ability with measuring things, it's actually come across nicely. So we're going to seal all of this in with silicone, and then once the windows are in, we can actually finish the outside of the house and move into the inside where the real excitement begins. I don't know why that would be the case, but that's what I'm saying. So, right now we've sealed up the outside with tape, and we are using some kind of spray foam. Tastes may vary. To fill in the gaps around the edge and inside this bit here that Bubs is now helping to obscure. So we're going to just try and spray foam in here. This hole down here. Let's just get in here. This will seal in nicely and expand into place. Hopefully. Good job, Bubs. If you like the video, let us know. Leave a comment in the comment section piece and let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you think we can do better, and what your favourite song to hammer nails into wood is. And until next time, we will see you here.
We won't. We will never see you.
We'll never see you.
Really, it feels like we're never going to see anyone.
That's true. That's kind of
Ever
sad.
again.
No, we'll see people. We're not moving to Outer Mongolia.
We're living in Outer Mongolia.
Well, yeah, but you know, that's just how it is. We'll see you
someday.
at some point, but you might not see us. So till then, bye.
Bye.